It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
On the double.
58, 58,
protein spill.
Hey, alert 3,
now.
They'll run on first down. Holloway, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a give right side. It's Holloway. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
He's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. There he goes left side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown. Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Colts 10, Cowboys nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Simmons. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
You don't want this.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Obviously just a huge play, but Charles, as a defender, aren't you often taught just to knock that ball down on 4th?
You're exactly right. We are taught that. Okay, just knock it down, take the ball on offense. But sometimes you have to know when to break the rules. And he did to the tune of 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Watch QB drop. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
General West.
52. All day, just like that.
Ready.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Down. 30 base. Recon. 132 fighter. Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Look, there he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
We got to take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Running for it, here's Cook, and boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been... And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. On third down, it's Hines. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10. 10, 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Hey, number 20! He's coming. Check in. Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it. To the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Come on, Iron. Come get some. 52. Come get some.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll try the left side. It's Gross. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, it's Hines, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. On first down, Gross. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colts 59.
Go.
Cowboys.
Watch the backer.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now a give right side. It's Simmons. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Down and 6.
180.
Come on.
Man left, man left.
3 down, 3 down.
Now it's the backup Goff. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gross. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards at a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. Gross. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he's got this down to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Gross. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So this one winds up in Indianapolis.